Welcome back to the channel if you're a returning viewer, and welcome if you're a new viewer. Today we are replacing these rock guards. They go on the fender flare and the cab just behind the rear door. This is an extreme case of the vinyl that goes bad over time. And in this video, I'll show you how to apply OEM original replacements. As always, I will put all the part numbers and the links in the description below, as well as the links for the tools that we're going to use to replace it. So check it out. Right now you can see the new ones on and they really disappear into the paint, whereas the old faded ones were very noticeable, like in this photo where the driver's side vinyl was really starting to show its age. Anyways, let's get to the work. This is a Bissell Steam Shot. It's a small handheld steamer that's really affordable on Amazon, and I'm just using it to loosen up the adhesive on the vinyl itself and peel it back with a plastic razor blade. So the plastic razor blade is the second most important tool that you're going to need in order to take those off. So I like to just use as much steam as I can, top and bottom, and just start getting some heat into the vinyl itself. That way when I come behind with a plastic razor blade, it starts coming out. So this is the Bissell Steam Shot, and this is all the little bits of that vinyl on the floor. So moving on to these little protectors on the cab, I found them much easier to remove. I peeled one corner and then I peeled the whole vinyl off with the adhesive in one shot. So I got this Ulex adhesive remover, and we're going to use the plastic razor blade to get this thing scraped off. So basically the process is to get a rag and just kind of soak it into the adhesive on the fender and use the plastic razor blade to scrape it off. Now you're not scraping super aggressive, you're just doing this very slowly. Originally I was using a blue shop towel, but that stuff was making the shop towel just fall apart. So I switched to a microfiber, and as you can see from here, I'm working top to bottom and I'm soaking it along the way. So that way when I get down to the lower areas, it just scrapes right off. I'm going to rinse and repeat that same process on the driver's side, and I just can't stress enough to take your time. You need to get that steamer, get that vinyl really hot. Otherwise, it's going to come apart in a million pieces and it's just going to make for a bad time. So get it nice and hot, and be cautious with the plastic razor blade that you don't damage the paint below, because you are putting a clear vinyl back on top of that paint. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, these are original OEM replacements, and I will link them in the description below. These will only apply to a double cab short bed 2nd gen Tacoma. Moving on to actually applying these things, I used the tack cloth and wiped down the fender before I sprayed any water down. The tack cloth is used to get any dust or small debris that you can't see, and then I use regular old water. Right here I'm using the indicator marks. There's indicator marks on the blue, and it'll tell you where to put it. I tried to follow them as best as I could, but they just did not line up properly. So what I did was I followed the original decal line, which you can see at the top if you really look at it after everything's clean, and then I stuck with that. So the top part where my thumb's at is landing exactly where the old one did, and then the vinyl itself needs to just barely be touching the black rubber. It does not go underneath. If it has a small gap, that's fine. You're gonna follow up by looking on the other side that it's nice and smooth on the cut line where it goes into the empty space by the tire. So you're kind of moving everything around. I found this method with the water, it didn't really let me move the vinyl around when it was laid down. So I did have to peel it back a few times to get it exactly where I wanted. And then when that was done, I started using the squeegee. So this squeegee that I'm using has a hard side and a soft side. The soft side is almost like a microfiber towel, and I found that that soft side helps soak up some of the water at the edges when you're doing the final pressing of the overlay onto the fender. So what I did was I started with the center and started working my way outwards. So you're getting the bubbles and the water itself to move out. If you press firmly on the edges first, all the stuff in the middle is going to get trapped. So work your way from the center out, and then in my case, I worked my way from the top down all the way to the bottom. Now there will be some larger air bubbles that you can visually see, and I went after those with the hard edge of the squeegee and just worked them all the way out. And you can see right here, that one I'm working on, it eventually kind of disappears because that rounded edge by the rubber itself hasn't been pressed down yet. So once I get to that, I'll go over the methods I use there, but you're just gonna keep working out all the air bubbles. All right, so you're gonna repeat that process all the way down to the bottom, and when you're done, go ahead and peel off this blue cover. Right here is when I switch over on the squeegee and I start using the soft side with the little microfiber, and that is gonna help me round the edge over and get the final part of this vinyl overlay pressed down. And what I like about the little microfiber part of this squeegee is that it kind of soaks up the water at the edge, because if it's too wet, nothing is gonna stick. So you can also get a microfiber and try to absorb a bunch of the water if you just have a hard squeegee, but this double-sided one really makes it for a quick and easy install. Moving on to the cab protectors, we're going to, again, use the tack cloth and clean up any debris and then spray some water. These blue indicators are much easier. You see that part right there at the top that's cut out? You're pretty much just leading it up to the edge of the door opening, and then the two little indicators at the bottom, they go into the crease of the body line, and that lands it perfectly where it needs to be. After that, you get the squeegee and you start getting out all of the air bubbles from the center outwards and pressing it nice and firm. Once you're happy with that, you can go ahead and round the edge, because there is an edge that rolls into the body line on the cab, and then you can start getting all that moisture out to make sure it's really stuck down good, and we can peel off that blue protective layer. And with that layer removed, we're gonna go ahead and get the soft side of the squeegee and squeeze out any remaining moisture from the edges, just to make sure that nothing is lifted and it's all pressed down firmly. All right guys, we're gonna call it a wrap on this video. These things are so fresh, you can't even see them. It looks so good. Before I did that replacement, they were super yellow and faded and weird looking. And then the driver's side one was really cracked. That's because this side gets hit by the sun pretty much all the time in my driveway, and it started getting cracked and checked really, really bad. So I did some before and after pictures in this video so you can see just how good you can improve the look with just a little bit of time and patience.